Welcome to the Path of Least Resistance, episode 34. Today we're going to get back to our roots and play some Aurelion Sol. For Relics we're using Starforged Gauntlets, Spellweaver, Symphony, and the Beast Within. Beast Within can be traded with Crownguard Inheritance. I'm not sure there's a huge difference in your win ratio depending on what you do here. We'll try it out. This way we can drop Aurelion Sol on round 2. And the reason we're doing this is because this weekly nightmare is basically the same as the one from 2 weeks ago. We did this as episode 28.5, and I call that one Nami vs. Aurelion Sol. We did this in 2 ways. One we used Morgana, and the other one we used Nami. Nami, we did this with no epics and a 3-star. So if you need to do it that way, you are welcome to. The downside to this one is it just takes forever, and it's just not fun to go through and spend all your time just healing back up. So we're gonna go back and use Aurelion Sol. Sometimes it feels really good to just crush an adventure, and so we're gonna do that. Also, if you're not doing your monthly challenges, be sure to do that. That way you can unlock Aurelion Sol. If you already have Aurelion Sol unlocked, then play it. Tonight we are going to release our spreadsheet on what we plan to use for the monthlies starting tomorrow. So we also want to save a little bit of time on these weekly challenges, and all in all, just feels like a good time to have some fun and play our buddy Aurelion Sol. So the reason why we use Spellweaver Symphony is because it gives us a free spell to use every round. Created cards reduce the cost of our champions, and then we can also use Spacey Sketcher to create a card. Usually you're going to want to just pick the lowest cost.
One star's whoopsie is another spark.
And then we picked up Overprepared because it also is a created card here, so we can just toss that on, and then we're fine to attack. We can search, make sure there's nothing else we want to do first. So we're actually in a really good spot. We can play Aurelion Sol on round 1 here. Downside is we do have to, or we are going to want to attack first to take advantage of that Crownguard Inheritance.
Paint your feelings. Finally, someone cool.
Does kill one of my serpents, so he gets a Herald of Spring back, but that is absolutely fine. We'll just drop Aurelion Sol here, and pick up Living Legend.
I am the Forger of Stars!
When he drops, he gives us Rally from Crownguard Inheritance, and he does Sky's Descend, which does 15 damage to all of our opponents. In this case, 19, because we had a little item on it. And we could play Living Legends if we wanted, get some points back, potentially through the Golden Sister. We don't need to do that because we'll heal 4 at the end of the turn anyway, we only lost 3.
Victory today, freedom tomorrow.
Winning on turn 1 is of course a very good way to deal with our opponent having scaling damage. And ideally here we want to take something with a created card. I don't really see a good option. You have Key Guardian, I guess. And we can go for Chamber of Renewal here. So we'll go through Reckless Trifarian, whose power is the player's damage units can't block. It shouldn't matter because hopefully our units aren't damaged and we're winning in round 1 or round 2. I could keep this, it's the only thing that generates a card, but Emperor's deck cards usually are fairly costly. They also will draw, and obviously drawing is a negative for us here.
And here's where I'd paint
Play Spacey's Sketcher, taking a free card here. Playing 2 free cards will make it so that Shen costs 0.
The fate of more. The balance has been maintained.
It's a pretty nice Shen. And here we could drop Aurelion Sol, but then it would trigger Crownguard Inheritance, so just like before, we want to attack first. And I think this attack is just fine.
Everything is on the line. Someone get him up.
Drop Aurelion Sol. Doesn't matter what we take, we're gonna win.
Terra, the constellations bow to me. This is your comeuppance, Targon!
And now that we're done watching our animations, we can go ahead and attack and finish off this game. Now it's funny, we call this a Path of Least Resistance, and this is what that actually looks like instead of what I show you most of the time. And we'll take Pit Professional because it creates a point in hand. And we actually don't need Chamber of Renewal because we already have Spell Shield. So we'll go ahead and take this and we can get rid of a card. They're all actually kind of good. I'll get rid of Pit Professional, we just picked it up. And we'll take Legion Marauder. Their power is Here They Come. When the foe summons a Legion Marauder, shuffle a Legion Marauder into their deck. So if you looked at our Swain guide, our guide to the Swain adventure, shows you everything that's in the deck for Legion Marauder. Their biggest threat is that they can just summon so many Legion Marauders, and that can be really difficult to deal with. But because Aurelion Sol is very good, we're not particularly worried about that. Here we're gonna have to do something a little weird. We can't really afford to play tag out here. They're gonna have to take this attack. It's not a good attack. It'll give us a gem that we'll be able to play though. Which will let us drop Shen.
Our wills align.
And now we're free to tag out Shen. Because we can replay him for free.
I walk the space between worlds.
And next round we'll be able to drop Aurelion Sol.
What do we got here?
Play the coin to reduce his cost a little bit more. Then we drop him. We can take Supernova. That way anything that comes up after these guys die, we can still remove. We already have a Scourge in hand, so that'll be enough damage to win the game. We don't need a double up on it.
It must be done.
Can take another Key Guardian here. It has a draw on it. Spell Thief also has draw, but we don't necessarily get the advantage out of that. You can take a second over prepared, I suppose. And we'll remove our worst card, which is Key Guardian. Not really. I think the worst card was the dragon guy. I forget his name. But we had a lot of Key Guardian anyway, we don't really want it. Then we go into Anivia, whose power is Enlightened Soul. The player has +1 starting mana, the foe starts with 10 mana gems with Staunch Defender. As you can see, that means that Anivia starts leveled up. The ideal scenario here, if I can talk, would be to have something that we can invoke, and then be able to play the Starry Scamp and then drop these created cards on top of them. It really is 33 life, crazy.
Has been maintained. I sense an imbalance.
Witness glory. Tons of damage. Devotion through battle. Witness glory. That's my starball.
So if you're good at math, you will note that 33 life is more than 15 damage. So dropping Aurelion Sol will not kill the Feral Mystic. Wounded White Flame, that's the worst card in the deck. And it looks like we're going to be getting hit with Wings of the Cryo Phoenix, which will do a lot of damage to our board, but not quite enough. We do have Falling Comet in hand. I think it's fine to use it here, just remove this guy, make sure that's not a problem. 4 + 6, I think we live this. Yeah, it seems fine. Go ahead and attack for 19 here. Get blocked with Anivia. Momentous choice. Let's do some hit points just to be safe. I don't know what's coming next. And then we'll throw the equipment on top. And then summon Aurelion Sol. Take Living Legends. That'll give us a number of units that we can play probably.
I'm the Forger of Stars.
Although I think we probably have enough damage to win without playing anything.
This is your comeuppance, Targon.
Yeah, we're completely fine here. And that is Anivia.
Victory today, freedom tomorrow.
So we'll take a regen, it's fine. For powers, we're looking for things that create a card. That way we can get Aurelion Sol out faster. So counterfeit copies is really good for that. Devourer of the Depths might be a little bit mean, but we should be able to overwhelm it. Our double stats are better than their deadly stats. We'll go ahead and keep Spacey Sketcher and Behold the Infinite here. If we don't draw into Aurelion Sol, then I've made a huge error, but, you know, probably fine. As you can see, that was not fine.
And here's where I'd paint my constellation. Oh.
Go ahead and take the Messenger, you'll draw a card. And we can play our Starry Scamp.
The jolts are boring, but they're pretty to paint.
I walk this space. The balance
We don't want to
has
play
been
counterfeit
maintained.
copies until we have Aurelion Sol in hand. Although it looks like we might just not get him. This Lix is free, so why not?
The Kinku protect those who keep the balance.
Just show me an ally in need. I'll be there. Like this. That's my Starball!
No one hurts my friends.
That's more like it. Like me.
Today we hunt.
Ugh, you're still painting everything? Maybe you'd like it if you weren't so busy being mean.
Immediately.
Finally, someone cool!
Light of Demacia.
East Within would be nice here for Overwhelm, but we play with what we have available to us. That kinda sucked. Nothing we can do about it though.
Burn away the shadows! Ooh, that's new.
We fight together. Magic brings us together. Across the way.
Use Star Shaping here. Hopefully drawn something good. Scourge probably was better.
The eye of twilight sees all.
Tell me then, does the world ever get kinder to us?
Hearts incandescent.
Like this.
Can't win on the attack, so there's kind of no point in doing it. We'll just lose a unit to the enormous hunting fleet. Like I always say, draw your champion.
Defends its own.
Use Star Shaping here. Pick up the Destroyer, that'll get some health back. Use Barnacles. And next round we're gonna play Living Legends. Unless we draw Aurelion Sol. Not a great pickup here. We do get a present strike with Hero's Horn on it. Now we're going to be searching for Golden Sister.
You dare try to tame me?
I'll find that narwhal yet.
Who's a good boy?
Oh no. Drawing cards was bad.
This world must burn.
Let my stars guide all travelers onward. Look to the sky. Look to the sky. Look to the
Just playing cards to get them out of our hand. Actually, we don't have Living Legends in hand. Oops.
Not my simplest of creations.
Her light will always rise.
Okay, well, I messed up somewhere. So, seems like we just win the game and accept that we're going to lose at some point.
You've been wonderful, as have I.
Presumably my hand was full. I wasn't paying that close of attention. Wasn't super worried about it. I'm gonna go ahead and take Celestial Wonder. It's a good card. Go to the healer. Since we messed up, we can go ahead and heal. Plenty of money. Go to the shop. I don't know that we need Stabilize, but that's offered me as well. Go through Kato and Shiraza. The foes allies with Overwhelm have +3/+0. And we do start with our champion in hand this time, so that should be significantly better. Do need to get something on the board.
Two worlds. The balance has been maintained. Enforced equilibrium.
The world awaits! Forward!
So next turn we'll play counter pick copies and then drop Aurelion Sol.
Your favorite star. Wonder at my creations! You dare try to tame
I
me?
do wonder how hard it's going to be to balance something like Ezreal. Or how to make Shen feel unique when, like, Lulu exists. I know they're not quite as, or not Lulu, Nora, but also Lulu. How either of those things are going to fit in. I know they're not exactly the same, but I think they're going to have similar feel to having to support. Maybe you do like a barrier focus thing instead of support focus, I don't know. Alright, take Shen with Overwhelm. Scribe of Sorrows, we spend all of our money, which isn't enough money. We cut our worst card, which is Wounded White Flame, and we go into Lissandra.
Last, my time is at hand.
Lissandra is much easier outside of her own adventure. Her powers actually kneel or freeze, which is when the foe summons a landmark advance or landmarks with countdown 3 rounds, and not when you play 3 cards, you can't play any more cards. You still need to get a unit down, and we don't have anything super cheap. The best we can do is like 2 cost here. Use Black Shield. Technically, we could play this curse as a created card. If we need to do that, we will.
The eye of the balance has
Drop
been
Shen, equip
maintained.
both of our units here. Makes Aurelion Sol playable. Can't attack because of the shackles. Go ahead and break those.
I sense an imbalance.
Submit to the cold.
Now we drop our buddy.
Your favorite star. The constellations bow to me. You dare try to take me? Power grows
Could attack with Scout if we really wanted to do that,
to the stars.
but there's no reason to. We're massively overkilling the enemy nexus anyway. And that is all. I know it's a cheat, but yeah, I just really didn't feel like doing it. And sometimes you just need to play the things that are designed to defeat the challenges instead of banging your head against a wall playing a burst spell 30 times in a row every adventure. So that is what we did. Sorry if it's disappointing. Before that we get a minor gemstone vessel, and in that we get some gemstones that, you know, don't really matter. 50 is not bad though. If you like what I'm doing, like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. We will be putting out the monthly challenge video later today, which is why I wanted to kind of speed run through this. Again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.